Hello everybody, Jonathan Rayo here with Simplified Guitar, and in this lesson I want to teach you how to play the children's song Baby Shark. Now first I'm going to play through the song for you, and this is a really simple song. We're only going to be using 4 chords, and those 4 chords are just going to be repeated in the same progression, the same pattern. But after I play through the song, I'm going to take it and kind of break it down for you and also kind of give you some other options to make the song a little bit more entertaining or to add some dynamics to it and make it more fun. So make sure to stick around for that. For now, let's go ahead and play through the song together.
Baby shark doo 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 doo, baby shark doo 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 doo, baby shark doo 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 doo, baby shark. Mama shark doo 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 doo, mama shark doo 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 doo, mama shark doo 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 doo, mama shark. Daddy shark doo 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 doo, daddy shark doo 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 doo, daddy shark doo 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 doo, daddy shark. Grandma shark doo 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 doo, grandma shark doo 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 doo, grandma shark doo 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 doo, grandma shark. Grandpa shark doo 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 doo, grandpa shark doo 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 doo, grandpa shark doo 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 doo, grandpa shark. Let's go hunt doo 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 doo, let's go hunt doo 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 doo, let's go hunt doo 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 doo, let's go hunt. Run away doo 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 doo, run away doo 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 doo, run away doo 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 doo, run away. Safe at last doo 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 doo, safe at last doo 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 doo, safe at last doo 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 doo, safe at last. It's the end doo 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 doo, it's the end doo 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 doo, it's the end doo 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 doo, it's the end.
Alright, so the whole song is 4 chords. We have the G chord, C add 9, which C add 9 is a great C alternative in the G chord family. All we need to do to transition from G to C is take our first and second finger and move them down 1 string to the A and D string. But one thing you need to make sure to remember for the C add 9 chord, you need to not strum that low E string. You need to start your strumming on the A string, okay? If it helps, you can let your thumb come across the top and just touch. All it's got to do is touch that low E string and it'll mute it. That way if you do accidentally hit it while you're strumming, it won't resonate. We also have the E minor 7 chord, and to get there from the C add 9, I'm just going to move my first and second finger again, and I'm going to move that first finger up a string and my second finger down a string and across to the 2nd fret. And that's my E minor 7. And for this one I'm going to strum all 6 strings. And then from here I want to go to the D over F sharp chord. This is a D alternative in the G chord family. Again, all I'm going to do to go from E minor 7 to D over F sharp is move these 2 fingers. So my 3rd and 4th finger are not moving for this entire song. So my first finger is going to come up a string and my second finger is going to go down a string. Okay, so it's a pretty simple transition here. These 2 fingers are just going to separate. They're staying on the same fret. And I'm going to strum all 6 strings. Okay, so the transitions for this song are not too difficult because we only have to move 2 fingers for the whole song. For the strum pattern, we're going to be using a 4-beat strum pattern. We're going to have 4 down strums, and then we're going to add up strums after beat 3 and 4. We also want to make sure to pluck just the root note of the chord on the first beat of each measure. So for instance, if I'm playing the G chord, then for beat 1 of every measure, I just want to play that G note, which is my E string. Okay? So we're going to have 1, 2, 3, and 4, and. Okay? 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 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 1. The only time the root note for the chord is going to change is when we get to that C add 9 chord. Our root note is going to be that A string, not the E string. all the other chords in this song, the root note is going to start on that low E string. And that's it. That's the whole song. It's very, very simple. But one thing you can do to make the song a little bit more interesting is to add some dynamics to the song. And dynamics is just a way to add some lows and highs, some variation within the song so that it doesn't sound so monotonous or the same intensity throughout the entire song. So there's a few ways we can do this. One way is that we can use palm muting. Palm muting is something that you can do with your strumming hand where you're actually going to mute the strings as you strum to kind of create this muted effect. So the strumming doesn't resonate. It kind of gets muted and it's a softer sound. So let me just show you what I'm talking about. I'm going to use the same strum pattern, but I'm going to palm mute it. Another thing we can do to soften it is to use finger picking instead of strumming fully. And here's a little tip for when you want to finger pick and then later in the middle of the song you want to switch to a pick. Instead of putting your pick down, you can take your pick and actually put it in the crease of your middle finger like this, and you can hold it with your middle finger, okay? And that way you can, your first and your thumb and your first finger are free to do finger picking, okay? And then when you're ready, you can grab the pick in the middle of your tempo and continue strumming. It'll take a little practice at first to get used to that transition from doing this to this. But once you do it a lot, you'll get used to it and you'll be able to do it mid-strum. Switch back into your pick. So right there, that was a good example of dynamics going from something really soft to something really loud. And a good part in this song to do that is when the words transition to run away, as if, you know, the shark or the fish or whatever are being chased. So that's a good part where you can go from something soft to something really loud and exciting. Another way to add dynamics to a song is to use chord variations. Instead of creating the dynamics with this hand in terms of how you're strumming, you can create the dynamics with this hand in terms of what chords you're playing. So we're in the key of G, so we're playing in the G chord family. And so far I've been playing down here on the first 3 frets. But a great way to add some dynamics to this is to bring it up and to change the pitch. So now we're not changing the volume, we're changing the pitch of the notes. All right, I hope you enjoyed this lesson. If you did, please give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to the channel, and I hope to see you in the next lesson. Take care.